more packages. I had to reorder boxes and stuff because even though I initially ordered enough for the Kickstarter with all the damaged ones and everything, ran out faster than expected. This one on top has some more books, I think, but looking at the state of the box, I'm so nervous to open it. What are the odds these are not damaged? Like, look how roughed up this box is. Maybe they'll surprise me. The last time I got a really damaged looking box, like all of the books were fine. And then half the time when I have a box that looks fine, the books are not. I feel like I'm missing something because this was supposed to be like 20 some books and there's like 4 in here. It said they were delivered. They were all delivered. Yeah, there's literally only 6 of them. Why is this box so big? What's been nice though, getting all of these books, I'm like not even in frame at all of this packing stuff, I've just been reusing for my packing, so I haven't like really had to pay for that kind of stuff anymore. I just got out of the shower, so my hair is wet. I'm all shiny from my moisturizer. This one is definitely, oh yeah, this one is really damaged. Another to add to the graveyard. Is that white paper? Are you kidding me? No! At this point, I'm not even upset because I don't have enough of the other books to fulfill orders right now, so this isn't even like slowing me down. It'll become a problem. What really drives me crazy is when they're like coated in like the glue. Do you see that? And they're like sticky everywhere. I've had to wipe down with a wet paper towel like every single book that's gone out to make sure they're not sticky. So if you've gotten a book from me and it's still a little sticky, it was 10 times worse before, I promise. It comes off. It's just tedious. We have 6. It looks like we have 3 we can use. That seems to be the trend. If I can get 50% or more of a order usable, that's on the good side. Now I gotta figure out where the rest of the books are. I like triple checked that I opened all of the lockers that I got notifications for. I was like, what is this? I didn't order anything from Amazon, but my parents sent me a gift. I don't know what it is. Looks like a jewelry box maybe. Oh, cute. It's an ornament for my tree. Just a girl who loves books and cats. Have I shown you guys a close-up of the tree? The tree, it's a big thing. We could talk about it. I have lived on my own for 5 years. I moved out of my parents when I was like 20, was I 22? I don't know, something around 5 years, and I've never gotten myself a Christmas tree until this year. It's the first year I finally got myself one. It's a thing. We won't get into the trauma of why, but I got myself this cheap little, I think it's like 6.5 feet tall. It was like $30 on Black Friday. So it's kind of sad looking, but I think it's cute. I mean, for $30, I'm happy with it. Surprisingly, the cats haven't tried to like get up in it or anything. I cannot keep the tree skirt in any nice looking fashion because Dean starts like digging in it. He loves it. I'll add you over here. I don't have very many ornaments. You can see I made some little snowflakes out of book pages from one of the damaged books. My parents also sent me this one. It's like a bookshelf tree. And then I got these little disco ball things. And then I had custom ones made for Dean, Maxine, and one for Benny. And you can see Max and Dean's little stockings. I don't know where to put them. In the old place I could put them on the fireplace, but for now they're just down here. So yes, hello, welcome back to a new vlog. If you're new here, hi, my name's Katie Wismer. I'm an author and an editor. All my stuff is linked down below. I have 10 books out currently. We're just gonna be kind of casually vlogging today. Oh, I'm getting stressed. It's 3:30. I'm gonna lose my sunlight in about half an hour, and there's so many things I can only do with the sun. I can't spray paint my books in the darkness, and I have all of these things wrapped and ready to spray, but I don't that's not enough time to like, I have to do a really light coat, wait 10 minutes, do a light coat, wait 10 to 15 minutes, maybe do a third coat if it needs it, otherwise do the top coat. Like, you have to wait between each coat, so it takes a long time. I was also gonna film a sit down video. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. I'm gonna lose my light. Anyway, this vlog is being sponsored by Dossier. They're a fragrance company. If you missed out on their Black Friday deals, they still have some awesome sales right now, and I thought this was a fitting thing to talk about. If you're still looking for some like last minute gifts, I know it's very last minute, or maybe just something for yourself, because these two scents I swear by, ambery lavender, and then you mix it with the floral violet, layer these two together. You can see like how much is gone of both of them. Every time I wear this, I get more compliments than I have in my entire life. Everyone's always like, what perfume are you wearing? It's like, I always get those kind of questions only when I'm wearing these two. I've never gotten that like any other time in my life. swear by it. Dossier is a fragrance company that makes dupes for luxury scents. So if you go onto their site, you can search for a specific perfume you might be looking for, or you can just read through the listings and it will tell you what each of their scents was inspired by. Theirs are a lot more affordable, about $30 or $40 for each of their perfumes. They're clean, cruelty-free, vegan, all of the things that I love in a company. And I also just genuinely really love their perfumes. I wear them every day. I use them as a part of my writing process, and perfumes usually give me a headache. I can't really do fragrances, but for some reason every single one of theirs that I've tried hasn't been an issue for me, which is a big deal for me. So if you want to try them out and check out the deals that they have going on right now, I'll have a link down below in my description. If you use my little code, it should also give you some money off. Huge shout out to them again for sponsoring today's video. Not just today's video, they've been a sponsor of my channel all year and also all of last year. So we love them around here. I highly recommend trying them out if you haven't yet. And we're gonna get the rest of the vlog. I also got a tiny little package I'm gonna open. Minor spoiler, not really. I'll have a video coming up next month with Anna Louisa, a company I've worked with before. So I got some new stuff from them. I actually don't even know which ones they sent me. Video is not sponsored. Oh, you may have seen me wearing this necklace before. I already have this. And my mom compliments me every single time I'm wearing it. She always says she likes it, so I just requested another one so I can give it to her. Not for Christmas or anything, just cause. Oh, these are so cute. Are you kidding me? It's like a double hoop, and I don't know if you can see that tiny little like green gem. They're silver, so again, not for me. I pretty much only wear gold, but I thought these looked like, I hope no one who I'm giving these to is watching this. I thought these looked like Paige's style, so I'm gonna give these to Paige. This one's for me. It's a cute little like charm necklace. Honestly, it has like a little shell on it and a pearl. It kind of fits like the vibe of Gracie's book, the book that I'm working on right now. So I thought I would like channel that. And then the last piece is just this like pretty simple gold pendant. Again, this video is not sponsored by them or anything, but that's a little haul. Yeah, maybe it's for the best. I'm not gonna have enough time to film today. I think you can tell my energy. I'm just like not feeling it, but we'll get done what we can get done. Never mind on the rest of the Rachel Sends books thing. It says 6 were delivered the other day. The rest of them were supposed to be delivered at the same time. Now they're arriving between December 26th and January 15th, as if that's not a huge window. Let alone all of the other orders that I'm waiting on with like that same window. So what are we gonna do? I'm completely out of book ones. I can't do anything till I get those. These clearly are not coming anytime soon. I also ordered some from Ingram Spark in addition to these 2 orders. Those I ordered at the beginning of December. They're still not even printed yet. So we're just at a stalemate. I should probably warn you guys now, this vlog probably will not contain much book or author talk. I've pretty much decided to take the rest of the year off from that kind of work stuff, other than like fulfilling the Kickstarter orders when I'm able to. It's just what felt right. I've been working so hard this year and I felt like I just like deserved a couple of weeks off. Like no matter how much I could push myself in these couple of weeks, it wasn't gonna like make that much of a difference. I felt like the time was better spent off just like resting and everything. So what I wanted to talk to you about instead is what I've been like, it's been my hyperfixation thing lately. I say lately, but it's been like a couple of years I've been into like all of the spiritual kind of stuff. But specifically, I got myself something for my birthday this year, which was on November 30th. So I've always been really into like the spiritual kind of stuff, which when I say that, I think people usually think I mean astrology. Which is funny because that was like the one thing that I actually didn't really know anything about. It's not that I wasn't interested in it, I just wasn't knowledgeable about it at all. But if someone were to talk to me about it, like I would be interested in what they had to say. But I had no basis of knowledge to teach you anything, you know? And I never knew what time I was born, so I was never able to like get my birth chart calculated or anything. My mom had given me an estimate before, which is what I'd gone off of, but I kind of had a feeling it wasn't right because the estimate that she gave me, I'm literally just going to be talking about astrology for a good long while here, so if you want to skip it, I understand. But the estimate that she gave me would have made me a Sagittarius sun, a Leo moon, and a Sagittarius rising, which are 3 fire signs, and I definitely relate to the Sagittarius sun and the Leo moon part. But the Sagittarius rising, having all 3 of those, I was like, that's just like too much fire for me. I feel like I need something that would like mellow me out a little bit more. I'm a little more serious than that. So anyway, long story short, for my birthday, I ordered my long form birth certificate from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania because my parents only had the short form version that didn't have time on it. Lo and behold, I actually got my birth time, and it turns out I'm actually a Capricorn rising, which makes so much more sense. And now I've gone down this rabbit hole of like trying to, you know, glean what I can from my birth chart. I'm looking at my notebook. I've also been teaching myself to read tarot cards for the last couple of years, and this is my notebook where I jot down notes about that kind of stuff. So anyway, if you're curious at all about astrology, I don't know, this has been like really, I want to say like healing for me the last couple of weeks looking into all of this. It really put into words a lot of things that immediately made sense to me, but I had never been able to put into words myself. It made me feel very seen. It made a lot of things make sense. So if you've never done this before, if you have any interest in it, I would recommend it. If you do know about this stuff, and if you're at all curious about mine, I was really interested that I have basically no water in my chart, which also I think it's gonna be very clear that my knowledge on this is like below beginner, like very, very basic. But for me, you know, those stereotypes of like water signs are like very emotional and things like that, and I feel like I'm actually a very emotional person. I'm very sensitive. I take things very personally. So I don't know, I kind of thought I would have a lot of water in my chart, but I don't. Except for 2 placements, both of them being Scorpio, which those made sense. I have a Scorpio Venus and MC. I have a lot of Capricorn placements, rising Jupiter and Neptune, Virgo Mars, like I said, Sagittarius Sun, also Mercury and Pluto, Leo Moon, Aries Saturn, Libra North Node, and Aquarius Uranus. Oh, and a Libra Chiron? Is that how you say that? I don't know. I also don't know anything about like compatibility when it comes to astrology, but I was telling my best friend Paige about like, oh my god, I just did this and like blah 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 blah. And she was like, I kind of want to know what I am, so I looked up her stuff too, and it made me laugh. I don't know anything about compatibility, but just like looking at the two together, like it just kind of made sense because we are literally like the same human being. I call her my platonic soulmate. She's a Capricorn sun, an Aries moon, and a Leo rising. I'm a Leo moon, Capricorn rising, Sagittarius sun. So we've got the 2 fire signs, 1 earth sign, 2 in common. And looking back on it now, I think like all of the people I've ever been close to, we've had one of those signs in common. They're either a Sagittarius, a Leo, or a Capricorn for the most part, which I just found to be interesting. So this kind of stuff is what's been taking up my time as of late. I've been really enjoying it. If anyone's into this kind of stuff and wants to like geek out about it with me, let me know. Oh my god, the sky looks like so pretty right now. As annoyed as I am that the sun is about to set, the sky right now. I doubt the camera will like really be able to pick it up, but look how pretty. You can see Mount Hood a little bit. I'm bummed that I've been using my chair for my spray paint, so I can't like sit out on my balcony and enjoy the sunrise and the sunset anymore the way I used to. It would just be like too much. I guess I could like take it down and put it back up every time, but that would be so annoying. I can't even really remember the last time we talked. This hairstyle probably is not doing me any favors. What was actually really interesting also with the birth chart is I was looking into astrocartography, which if you don't know, it's like basically you look at a map and it has like all of these lines, which are supposed to mean like there's different like energies in these different places, these different influences on you, good places to live for like certain areas of your life. And what was really fascinating to me was looking at like all of the major locations of my life thus far had these like certain lines running through it that just like completely made sense. Like I can't remember which one was which. I'd have to look at it again. There was one running like directly through like Denver, Colorado, and all of that. In Colorado, where I grew up, there's a couple of lines running by like Portland, which I was like randomly drawn here. There were lines running through the East Coast. I was born near Philadelphia, but they were running through like Virginia and like where I went to college. There were some over near the places I studied abroad around like England, Ireland, and Sweden. So it was just weird to see these lines and then like looking up the meanings and thinking about like the time that I spent there and how accurate that was. And it's not like there were like a ton of lines and these happened to be places that had lines. Most of my lines are in the middle of the ocean. So these were really the only ones there were. I'm thinking this might actually be the last vlog on the channel for the year. There might be another video or two go up as I start to make the end of the year content, but honestly that probably won't go up till January because a week from today my family is coming and then we'll be hanging out. We're going up to Seattle and stuff, and I won't be back in Portland until the new year, and I'm probably not going to be, or not probably, I will not be vlogging while my family's here. Dang. Jeez. Oh, you couldn't see him. He was on top of the refrigerator. So this is the last time I talk to you guys in 2023. Thanks for being around on the channel this year. I hope you're all doing well. I don't know if we have much more to get caught up on. My life hasn't been super eventful as of late. I do have a whole list of things I want to talk to you about. It's kind of like a year in review of 2023, and I want to go through all of that kind of stuff. But like I said, I'm not gonna have enough time to film that today. I think it's gonna be a really long one, so I need like a good period where I can sit down and film it. Other than that, I'm planning on making my usual year wrap-up kind of videos. If you have any requests for content, feel free to let me know. I'm feeling kind of like, I don't know, uninspired and unenthusiastic about making videos right now. So I sit down in front of the camera and I'm just like, I got nothing to say. I got nothing to talk about. I don't know. Nothing that I think you'd be interested in. But that's it. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope you guys are all doing well. Links for everything are down below in the description. If you backed the Kickstarter and you're waiting on an order, I'm down to like 20% of orders that need to be fulfilled. And as you guys saw in an earlier clip, we're just waiting on those books to get here. Hopefully before the end of January now is what I'm hoping. Thank you for your patience. Depending on when this video goes up, I am gonna have one of my books set free for Stuff Your Kindle Day coming up. So if you haven't read The Anti-Relationship Year yet and you want to, I think it goes free maybe on Christmas, the 25th, or maybe it's the 26th. Somewhere around there, it'll be free for a couple of days. I'll post about it on Instagram and whatnot. So if you haven't read this book yet and you want to grab it while it's free, that will be free around the end of the year. I think that's it for announcements. I'll just see you guys in my next video very, very soon. Bye. No.